Well, hey folks, my name is Brad. Welcome back to another Green Mountain vlog. I hope everybody had a wonderful and safe and healthy Christmas and New Year's. And if you haven't heard, Eddie and I posted episode 8 of Finding the Vault of DeGrau. If you weren't following along, we hit our own treasure. And in 6 days, somebody found it. A little bit faster than we were expecting, but we couldn't be happier about the person who did find it. Ben and his family was the perfect person. Just his story of his adventure, the lengths that he went to find the treasure is just incredible. And my schedule got switched around just a little bit because last week I was planning on posting kind of the yearly wrap up and the bloopers. But Ben found the treasure and he filmed a ton, which turned out to be one of the best videos that I've helped create in a long time. I think it turned out awesome. So if you haven't already seen that, feel free to check it out. So next week is probably going to be the yearly wrap up with all of my favorite finds of the year and of course the blooper reel. Now, I have been receiving a lot of emails and questions in the comment sections of the videos why I edited and re-uploaded episode 6 and episode 7 of the DeGrau series. They kind of showed up unexpectedly, out of order now. A lot of people were speculating it's because of the hints to the treasure that still and will more than likely permanently exist in the hidden location. And that is not why those videos were edited. There was an interview with a person in episode 6, which needed to be removed for reasons that I will not get into. So episode 6 was edited. I just did a quick voiceover over that part of the video. And then there was, in the recap section of episode 7, that interview was included as well, which was then edited out. So nothing to do with the hints or the treasure or anything like that. And I will say too, a lot of people have been asking for a video explaining the hints of how to find the treasure. And we're not going to do that either because, of course, as I just mentioned, a chest still exists with a small prize for anybody who wants to take the adventure and try to find it. Now, over the last couple weeks, it has just been non-stop hustle and bustle with the holidays and getting together with family. I will say, though, that I have been stocking up on new equipment for the next series. Eddie and I are still trying to figure out what the story is going to be and all of the logistics behind that, but I have picked up a couple new pieces of equipment, some new camera lenses. I'm going to be getting a second camera, and I'm really excited about gearing up to start that, although we're not really going to be talking about it all that much. Behind the scenes, we're going to make it a complete surprise, and hopefully it'll be worth the wait. So upon viewing this video, the plan is a week from today, I'm going to be getting on an airplane and going to France. There's been a lot of craziness with COVID and the airlines shutting down and flights getting canceled and our trouble of trying to find somewhere to get tested 24 to 48 hours before getting on the airplane. But as of right now, things seem like they're going to happen, so that's the plan. Now, backing up just a little bit, a couple weeks ago, I received the new DEUS II metal detector in the mail. I kind of got it ahead of time before they really hit the market and other people started getting them. And because of the Vermont weather and the snow that we got, and it's been like 5 degrees outside, I've only been able to get out with it twice. The first time was actually a great day, and that video is going to be later this month after the yearly recap and the next vlog. But the second time I was able to get out with it, I was invited by a longtime friend, Henry. I've known him for a long time from the local music scene, and he just really started to get heavily involved in metal detecting in just April. And he's been scouring this really awesome colonial field with kind of an entry-level metal detector since April. And so he invited me to this place, and I brought out the DEUS II for, it was probably 3 or 4 hours, and we had a lot of success. He was using the DEUS I, I was using the DEUS II, and I actually have some video clips from that day, although I didn't really film a lot of the kind of the narration and the explanation of the place that I was because we're just kind of two buddies catching up. So I have that footage included in this vlog, and then later I have just a hike that Bentley and I went on at the end of October to a couple cellar holes up here in the mountains of Vermont, and just an adventure with a 5-year-old, which was a lot of fun. And to be quite honest, I've spent the first 3/4 of today trying to find COVID tests for our France trip, so I really don't have anything else planned for this video. So I hope you enjoy today's vlog, really the second trek out with the DEUS II. And hopefully by this time next week, I'll be on an airplane. I'll see you next time.
Like I said, man, I've been out in these spots all summer.
All summer, yeah.
Yeah, I've been out. I don't have a place to go for hunting season. I've just been coming out here and just going over the same spot over and over again.
Well, we've got new machines today, and we got a coin. It's a copper, and a lot of the coppers you found out of here were pretty unrecognizable, right? So it's I don't have super high hopes, but it is certainly an old copper coin, and the vast majority of the stuff you found here was pre-1800 Connecticut's and British coins. I feel like I might see a Britannia on the back. Doesn't really narrow it down very much, but it's certainly a copper. Cool, cool.
You've seen them since April. I feel like versus.
This one is really small. I mean, it might be a standard size copper, but it is either just deteriorated around the edges, you know, so that it looks a little smaller. Or it might be, I think it's too big for a farthing, a British farthing, but yeah, it was incredibly deep, you can see. But let me show you this. Little pieces of brick right here. Look. And you were thinking about where this home site might be, right? Because you've been finding stuff everywhere around here, but it's pretty noisy here. Just found a piece of brick, so another coin. Awesome. I don't think we're going to be able to get a ID. But that's certainly what it is, an old copper coin. Might be a button, but it's ringing pretty high. Maybe it's a silver button, maybe.
Buttons with me that I found in the field showed you. I found this one button.
Yeah?
And you know, you got the piece in the middle where you had the shank or whatever hooked to it. All the way around that, a perfect circle with stars.
Oh, really?
There's stars all the way around it, yeah.
Did it have a GW in the middle?
Nope. Too far gone. See it.
Yeah, it's a little silver coin.
Come on.
I swear.
A little Spanish reel probably then.
Yeah.
I love it when you can see them.
All right, battery died here. So it does say 1 dime on the back. It's a seated. Nice. Awesome. Have you ever found one of those?
No.
I told you to take it. I told you to take the target.
It does not matter. I'd much rather have the person I bring out find the stuff just as a, you know. That's sick. Oh, wow. Very awesome.
Very awesome. That's the first silver coin with the DEUS II that I've been using. It's only the second time I've ever used it, so it's got a good track record so far. Awesome. Well, we are having an unseasonably warm day today, the end of October. So we picked Bentley up from school and we're going for a little hike along a river. And I'm pretty sure there's some cellar holes at the end of this hike. Maybe we'll take a look at those. How are we gonna get over this? Oh, you're going the hard way? Oh yeah, I don't want to get in that mud. And it is still bow season. We're at the tail end of it. So Bentley's got my orange hat on, so nobody mistakes him for a whitetail. Bentley, do you remember what these things are?
Yeah. Cool.
Poles.
A long time ago.
From a long time ago, that's right, they're telegraph. And when you were maybe 3 years old, you found a whole insulator on this trail. You probably don't remember that, do you? And this whole ridge has telegraph poles that were cut and slid down, and there's probably a whole bunch of insulators up there, but a little too steep for us today. Ready?
Yeah. Ready for what? I'm ready.
Nice job. So this used to be a road in like the middle of the 1800s, and I have to wonder if they chipped that rock out to make it easier to travel. Hey Bentley, what's this up here? Go investigate that big hump over there in front of me on the left.
Let's go see. Let's go see.
Wow. What do you think lived here?
A person. I told it's a person.
A person.
Yeah.
Like somebody's been doing some metal detecting here. And some litter bugs. See that can?
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Looks like there's another one over here.
No?
What do you think they kept in here? Maybe they're chickens? It's an old chicken coop?
Maybe another house.
Another one? We'll see back here how it's open.
Yeah.
Just so they could pull their wagons and stuff in. There's probably like a little barn.
But what I'm gonna put on the top?
Oh, there was wood. There was a building right here. Cool up here.
Yeah, so cool. You don't need a whole hand like heel.
You do.